Welcome back. It's the 19th of May 2025 and this is looking a shithole again despite all the work I did last time. So hopefully you can hear me over, you know what I mean, the power tool in the background. So it's not that bad, but look, this is all coming through again. I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, I need to clear up here. There is lots of areas that I will need to, you know, clear out. But the biggest problem is they're becoming an absolute nightmare again. Of course, I haven't bought my hedge trimmer because I didn't expect it to be, well, like that. Over there's a mess. Over here's a mess. They're starting to come through, but the roots that I started cutting down here, I mean, apart from there and there, so it is kind of holding. These ones are a bit of a nightmare, so I don't know. So the grass is getting a bit long again, even though I cut it back not long ago. But I don't know what I can do. It is just a never-ending battle. Let's say I deal with this side, over there is getting long, or the grass is getting long, or if I'm focusing on the grass, the brambles are getting out of control. It's an absolute nightmare. See, look, that's all there. So I'm just going to get stuck in today. Jobs for today, I mean, it's clearly not what I wanted to get done because I wanted to clear the beds out. Because I wanted next time to come down with loads of compost. I was going to go somewhere, buy loads, get in a cab, chuck it all in, just get all the beds done. But I don't think I'm going to have time. I've got to deal with the flipping brambles all over the place, and I've got to deal with the grass. It just sucks because I want to get on with growing. But no, brambles are a nightmare. So again, just to reiterate, I'm going to be just cutting everything back, getting on with the brambles. If there's time, which I doubt, sort out something with the beds. I mean, that one's not too bad, but as you can see, look, that bit's not covered very well. And it's only got a little bit of weed membrane. Maybe I could pin that down a bit. But yeah, anyway, so I'll be back when I've got some work done. Peace. And we're back. Done nothing but absolutely blitz everywhere. But just to give you a little once over, I'm going to give you a bit more of a closer view. Starting with the beds, I've not done much, but I've trimmed them back quite a bit. If you remember, some of them are quite high, but now they're relatively cool. So, cut along here. I'll show you the brambles on the compost bin in a minute. But you can see I've done a bit of a once over. Not perfect. But as you can see, it still looks a fucking shit tip. But I've dealt with a lot of the brambles there and on the top. See, along here. Again, it's not perfect, but they were a lot higher if you remember from the before shots. Doesn't look like I've cut much, but there's a lot of loose bits on top. Done a little bit round here. So now you should be able to see, you know, again, it's not perfect, but I've cut a lot back. Along here, I've not really done too much, but a little bit. I've cut that weed or whatever it was here. I've worked, as you can see, clearing this part. Really worked hard on this bit. Trying to keep it under control until I get time to dig it all out. Over here, I've done a lot of work, as you can see. Now this was obviously completely filled with brambles, even worse than that. So I've reduced the height, and as you'll see when I go from the other side, I've cleared it out. Not done a perfect job, but I have cleared this side. So, see, as you can see, cut them all down again. Well, it's a bit over here. I've cut them brambles that are by the shed. Did that last, actually. Cut down a lot of this, and as you can see, look, we've now got a massive monumental clear space. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's not perfect, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Or why should I be? And then you can look at the brambles from over here. Still a shit tip, but it's better than it was. So I don't know why I do these, but I'm going to do it again. So hopefully, jobs for next time, will be clear out those beds, bring my hedge trimmer and cut way more back, especially there, definitely. And then I'll probably bring the trim to the thing. I'll just come by taxi. I know it's expensive, but you know what I mean? At least if I can get both jobs. But I don't know, I might just come with the hedge trimmers and just That was a terrible hedge trimmer sound, wasn't it? But just basically obliterate it as much as possible. And like I've done here with my lopper, sort of cut everything back. So, you know, and then if there's time, dig out the roots, but definitely over there, because you know how that gets. But I'm not being funny, I'm gonna have to move all this, and then I've really got to dig out the roots here as well. Well, everywhere. I've had enough of bramble, I just want them all gone. So, yeah. Because the problem is I can't see where they're actually taking root. So obviously, again, for long-time viewers, you'll know, obviously the committee said we're not allowed to burn, hence why my incinerator's just incinerated. It's just there. So I had to put the brambles, obviously dead brambles, somewhere, and obviously they've taken root in and out of my compost bin, which is just a nightmare. So yeah, they're jobs that I want to be doing as soon as possible. But you see, like, even in my new compost, the ones that I've started, yes. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace. Anyway, I've been Allotment Diaries. You've been amazing. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.